Um, and we're live.
Okay. All right. Um,
We all lost our mic privileges for about a week and change, almost 2 weeks.
yeah. Yeah, we had a lot. Well, I think I had a lot going on. I don't know about you,
A little bit,
but
yeah.
hmm
Life
so
happens.
I needed some time off. Um, but while I was away, we um we haven't had a chance to talk about new cars that have been unveiled. So I think this would be a good time to kind of recap some of them because there was Detroit Auto Show, but also there were cars um outside of Detroit, which we can talk about as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Probably more exciting, to be honest. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I do want to talk about the new Mustang.
Right.
Um, I mean, I guess that was kind of the biggest one for Detroit. Um, I kind of like it. Especially, I like the base version, the EcoBoost.
Okay.
Um, because it's oh yeah, there was that one too. Sorry,
Oh,
that's the
this thing right
300.
here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So there's this thing is it's
that
very clean. I thought
okay. Yeah, that one. That's the EcoBoost, right?
it looks like
Um,
it. Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
you
know what the interior, if that's the same interior, or if that interior belongs to the same car or not.
got.
But
I don't know.
I don't know if the base one would come with the Recaros.
And
No,
also
it's not because you know what?
in the
The base
screen
one doesn't
too.
come with a manual.
Oh yeah, it's only reserved for the V8s, huh?
Yeah, so now that's the new changes. They have just the auto for the EcoBoost.
Mm.
I like it because it's a different kind of car. When I think about the, not a big fan of the rear, to be honest, but when I think about the Mustang,
It looks a lot like a Camaro.
it
That's what
actually
people
does
are
look a lot
saying.
like a Camaro. Yeah, it does. Um, Both the
Especially
taillights and the headlights.
this right here. This is
Oh yeah,
super Camaro right here. All this is Camaro. Screams Camaro. A little bit around here, but mostly this shoulder right here is all Camaro, and this butt
yeah,
right here is all Camaro.
yeah. The three-quarter panel, the
Hmm.
rear quarter panel.
Yep.
I see that. I definitely do. I think the one thing I like about this one is the just the fact that now the four-cylinder with like it's gonna have like crazy power for a four-cylinder, right? Because like the last one had like 340
300.
something with the track. If you got like the performance one, it went up
Okay.
to like 340, 350 almost.
That's a lot of that's fun power for us, like a car like that.
Right, and it's lighter, so you
Hmm.
get the better handling.
You might have better weight distribution too.
I would think so, and better like just more comfortable because it has the smaller wheels, the fatter tires, the softer suspension. It's like I don't know if I'm just getting old, but it kind of just seems like the better car to own.
Right. The more
And it's
livable car.
yeah, and especially because it has the 10 speed. It's
Oh,
not going to make a good
mhm.
noise, I'm sure. Like it's not going to sound great up top, but it doesn't need to because you have 10 gears, so you could just like always find another gear.
But
You know what I mean? Like you could always just kind of be in the mid-range power band and just
right.
not really like rev it out.
It yes is that like is the 10 speed is it just like a 6 speed with four super long gears or
That's
is it
how it, yeah, I think so.
okay.
I think it's the same transmission that was in the ironically enough, I think it's the same transmission that's in the Camaro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a joint development between the two. So
Gotcha.
it was like
Okay.
the Ford Ranger, the Mustang, the Camaro, and
It's the same one in the Raptor or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
It might be. I don't know.
Because I know Raptors have a gnarly like 7 or 8 speed or 9 speed or something like
I
that, don't
think it's
they?
a 10.
Is it okay?
That might be the same one, yeah.
Okay. Just beefed
Yeah.
up or something.
It's just kind of crazy to me that like a Mercedes like the R129 SL 600,
Hmm.
V12 had 380, 390 horsepower. maybe
Yeah.
400. I don't know.
Uh,
It's like with two.
389 horsepower, 420 torque.
Okay. Yeah, with a tune, you're already there
Oh yeah,
with this
exactly.
new four-cylinder Mustang.
I would still rather drive one of these though.
Of course, no, I would too. Absolutely. I just think it's like kind of amazing if you think
Oh
about
yeah, how crazy the power of like everyday cars are compared to like
the
a
lowest Mustang. This is the
right.
like the slowest Mustang. Um,
And the 600 was a top tier, like making barely close to 400 horsepower.
yeah. Um, so I think I don't know. I like it as a thinking of like as just like a daily easy car to live with.
Hmm.
It looks cool. I just wish it was a little less retro, to be honest, but I don't think it ever can because it always has to look like a Mustang.
Right. And now Ford Ferrari has to keep these three lines now forever. That's like a Mustang thing now, right?
It has to be, I
Yeah.
think.
It's like Corvette with its taillights as well. Well,
But actually,
it
I
used
want
to
to
be
talk.
circle dots, but now they're just like chevrons or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they look a little weird. I want to see that rear end in person because it looks really 3D in the
Yeah, oh
photo.
yeah, look right here. You can see how notched it is.
Mm.
It looks like arrows almost, like right here, especially right here.
Like they're both pointing in the same direction, so that
Right.
makes me sure
The car's always turning right.
that it's yeah. Um, but I don't know. This seems like a really exciting car. I was gonna say something I forgot, but oh,
Okay.
I wanted to talk a bit about the Fox body
The
because
Mustang.
yeah, because um this is a car that has so the new one has like the gauge cluster, right? That looks like the old Fox. It looks
Yes.
kind of like an early 90s, not because they had different. I mean, the Fox went through a lot of different versions, um,
Hmm.
but kind of the later style,
Oops.
like a
Oh,
1993
here's a
or
perfect example.
something.
Look.
Yeah, it has like. Oh wait, that is a 220. That's a
Yeah,
2024.
and then this is the old one right here. I think. No.
No, that's still the. I think if you scroll down, you might see it. But it's kind of a cool. I think it's a really nice detail to have that. Um, there's no. That's still the original. You'd have to search
Maybe
like
right here. Oh.
but those are like aftermarket.
Yeah. Let me type
Oh,
in.
there it is.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Which one?
on
One
the
of
left.
these? This one?
No, one row down on the left. Yeah, that one. No, the one above the red one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's tiny.
it is tiny, but you can see the
The color.
yeah, just the font style and like
Hmm.
everything. The kind of general layout. I mean, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same,
Right. Let me
but
type in a year or something. See if that does
I
anything.
like 93.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Like this.
Yeah, like that. You can
Hmm.
see that it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
And actually on the 2024, they highlighted the 55 on the speedometer,
Did they?
which is a little,
I didn't
yeah,
catch that.
yeah.
Uh,
You can see it on like
is-
any one of the new ones, like that one. Yeah, you can see that there's a like a little red line. Oh,
oh yeah, right here. Yeah, you see it.
can you
You
see
can
that it's
barely.
red on your
Yeah,
screen?
barely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's barely noticeable.
Hmm.
I like the
It's
fact
kind
that
of cool.
that this changes to green at nighttime.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, there's a. If I can find one else, it change. It, oh, here we go. Like this right here. See, at nighttime it'll go to like green. Like
Oh, interesting.
yeah, like when you have your
It's like
headlights
full
on or something.
backlights.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
This Fox Body was like I don't know if like you always have that one car you always your first car you went fast in. Mine was a Fox Body Mustang, a GT.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I
I
was
always really liked the Fox. My mom had a 5.0 LX convertible.
okay.
Just a black. It was clean though. It was like a I can't remember the year right now.
Let's see. Let's
But
check.
it was a 5.0 and it was automatic, black with the gray interior. Um, it was yeah, it was like definitely like
This one over here or
a
something.
really fun car. Just like Yeah, just like that. It had the 5-spoke wheels. I think it was like all original. It actually
Wow.
belonged to like some like Mustang car club, like a car club president or
Oh no
something.
shit.
It belonged to him, and he sold it to my parents. Yeah, I remember the day we bought it and everything, and just we had it for years. It was a great car.
Right.
And we got a minivan.
These things
Yeah.
weren't all that fast to begin with, too. I was noticing that. Like, they're just cool sounding, cool
No,
looking.
I mean I think because my parents was like stock, like just completely stock, and I think for my mom it was quick. You know, like she was like, oh, this thing, yeah. You know, you could just do like,
I like this. I like the GTs, like the hatch with these little like grill. This is exactly the first car I went fast in, like exactly like this.
yeah, that's really cool.
Mm. Anywho,
But like it was modified, right? So it was actually really fast.
it had intake, cams, exhaust, tire suspension,
Hmm.
and I had a typical, like A-pillar shift, the aftermarket shifter light with the gauge or the tack. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
went up. It went up to
and
like 10,000.
bright ass light.
You're never gonna go near 10,000. You're probably closest you'll get is like 6.5, maybe.
Yeah. Was it 5 speed?
I don't remember, but I was a kid. So I
It's
was.
probably automatic with the shift light.
It could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the fact that I was going like 80 down like a 65 or something, or something else.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like back then, it was like going a little fast was like really fun.
Hmm.
My dad had an SVO before the 5.0.
Is that the four-cylinder, the turbo, or the six?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
jeez.
There was a 4-cylinder. Didn't have that much power. It was like one, I don't know, maybe like 140, 150.
Okay.
But yeah, it was just like that, like black one. Yeah.
This thing is funky looking.
It was always a little kind of nerdy.
This reminds me of like the Taurus, almost kind of like this some flatness here in the front.
Hmm. But yeah, again, it didn't have much power, much torque down low. And I
Was
remember my dad telling me
sorry.
that, but like once you got up to speed, it was like definitely like a fun car to kind of go. Like it was kind of like a momentum car.
Okay. Yeah. Would you
You know, like once you're
say
going
sorry?
65, just kind of keep trying to go 65 on these back roads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up?
I was like, would you say this was like an EcoBoost before it was an EcoBoost?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Which is I think why I like the new EcoBoost so much because it reminds me of this.
This is a really nice color right here.
Oh yeah, that silver gunmetal or
Yeah.
something.
But yeah,
So I
this.
think that's why I like the new. The V8 is cool, but I don't like how new cars. Oh jeez,
Oh, yeah. Speaking
the
of which.
V8, like the new whatever V8 is cool, but like I don't like the trend that modern cars all have to look super aggressive and angry, and like it just gets too much. So even the V8, even just like the normal V8 that they're showing off, um, in these press photos,
This is a lot
it
more
just seems like
subtle.
too much. Yeah, that's why I like it. I'm like, it has normal sized wheels. It has just like a nice looking front end.
Hmm.
Um, you compare that with like any of the other muscle cars, and
Like
they all
this.
look super. Yeah, like I saw an I saw a V6 Camaro pulling up behind me, and I thought he had that bumper on.
Oh yeah, that's it's a pretty common swab.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
yeah.
that whole ass front end with the canards and the splitter and
Yeah,
everything. I'm like,
it's
oh
from like the
shit, is that a
one.
1LE?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a ZL1 or something like 1LE. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, is that a 1LE? And then it flies by and it's a fucking V6.
Here, you hear the trumpets flying.
Like, what the hell? But he
I
also had one of those crazy like chassis mounted back ones.
Stance Nation sort of thing.
You know, the big ass. Yeah.
Okay. It's always funny when someone will post a picture like on some car Instagram of like a V6 Camaros with this. My first thing to do is go into the comments, see how much people are hating. Some, you got the White Knights defending and all the haters
Yeah.
going out. It's always funny.
I don't know. It's just like
Why?
it's nice to have. Well, I think it's just nice to have. I don't hate on these cars. I like the Camaro 1LE a lot, especially that like
Yeah.
I like that it comes with 6 speed. I like that all the suspension is fully adjustable and it's like pretty close to like race car
It's a
style.
really nutty suspension on the Camaro, isn't it? From like a Canadian company or something like that, I think.
Yeah, Multimatic. It
Yeah.
has the DSSV shocks, and then it has like literally everything is adjustable, like camber,
Hmm.
toe, everything like
It's a
to
GT3
like
car for the
dial it in.
streets.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy, especially when you consider like it's like you're talking about kind of like race car suspension, but it also has downforce. It also has like I think like 10 radiators or 10 coolers all
Yeah.
around for different things, and it all so like it can take the abuse, and it also has like 640 horsepower or whatever. Like it's an amazing car. I just don't want to be driving that thing. If I'm on, like, it just doesn't make sense in my life at all.
No, this would be like a
And
car
that's,
you trailer to a
I,
track.
I just don't have that. Like, what's it called? I just don't have that, like, scenario. That doesn't happen in my life.
No, not at
So it's
all.
like, it's fine. Like, I don't have a scenario where that car just makes sense. But the new Mustang does. Like, a normal one, a normal, like, muscle car coupe does. I'm just kind of tired of the retro design on a lot of them.
Right.
Um, which is kind of why I like that, just the EcoBoost, because it just doesn't look
Right. It's like, right, here's a
that
good. Oh,
retro.
sorry.
See, that's a V8. You can just tell by the
Yeah, it's
big
the
ass.
snarls, the heat extractors.
Yeah,
I had a good picture of them. Same. Here we go. I just went away.
those are both V8s, huh?
No, this is the V6 right here, I think.
Or the EcoBoost?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah. Sorry, that meant the Eco was not the
Yeah, I
V6.
think it is. It's a
Yeah.
little small, but yeah, I think it is.
Is the all the
But yeah,
V8s come? I think I don't know if this is an optional or a factory, but they all this is a V8's that little heat extractor thing.
they haven't shown off power yet, have they?
No. The only power they said it was a dark horse and it was like around 500. It was the most powerful V8 factory from Ford or something like that,
So I mean,
or
if they're
naturally
getting rid of the
aspirated.
V6, right? And if they're getting rid of the V6, right? So that means the four cylinder has to kind of fit that gap, fill that role of like.
Yeah,
So
may
I think
perform like a V6.
right. So I feel like it's got to be 350.
What's the current EcoBoost at? 320,
I don't know, like
340?
320, 330, and then I guess it goes up to like 350 if you get the
Oh wow,
performance pack.
I
So why
guess so.
couldn't it
Yeah,
be 355, 360?
yeah.
That's
But
a lot of power.
what's the factory on the GT? Like 420, I think.
480?
480. That's factory. Jeez, I didn't think it was that high.
Yeah, I think they just updated it after the Bullet came out. So
No
first it was
shit.
460, like when it was like 460, then it went up to 490 because of the Bullet, or 480, and then the GT got some of those upgrades.
Let's
So now
see if this works.
yeah. So now I think it's like, I think it's just under. Oh yeah, it has its own category, just Mustang. Hmm.
I don't want the new ones. Oh god, am I gonna have to get the cookies thing? Okay, I guess English.
Yeah,
Um, learn more.
2022. There it is. Yep. But I think the Mach 1 is also around that.
The Mach 1's a good track toy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see. View details.
So that's the EcoBoost, I think. Oh no, that's
Uh,
GT on the back. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. Hold on. I said building price. Let's see what it comes up with.
I don't know if they even tell you those numbers anymore, do they?
They showed the price at the bottom, but I just want to see the specs on it. Oh god, why slow? I'm gonna type in Beverly Hills. Was it 90? What is it? 90210?
Yeah, it is.
Acknowledge,
Okay.
whatever. Why doesn't it show me the
Dude, I don't think they do that anymore. All right, here,
2.3?
2.3. Oh, so you got to select now.
Okay, I'll start with this one, I guess.
Yeah, that's just like the base one. Powertrains.
Where? Oh,
Dude, I don't think it does anything. Go to that. Yeah, the little eye. Oh, there
310,
we go.
3. Damn, that's a lot.
310, 350. That is a lot.
Especially the
Considering like,
torque. The torque is a lot.
yeah. And now you pair that with the 10-speed auto. Um, I don't know if this new one is lighter than the. I don't know if this new one is lighter than the
S-
current one.
You get 20 more horsepower in the performance package.
Oh, okay. I
This
must
looks
have gotten the pound-feet of torque confused then. With
yeah, this looks like a Mach 1 almost, right? It's like that with the performance
it does
package.
look really aggressive,
Yeah. I
but
was
that's a lot of power. That's like as much as like a base like Maserati Ghibli.
This is like a fat Miata.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting
Oh,
car.
it's kind of cool that you can actually swap the rear ends out. Or I mean, like
Hmm.
the diffs.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense for the different transmissions
Mm-hmm.
because you have that choice as well. But I don't
Right.
know. I'm excited to learn more about it. But some other cars. Actually, just a couple.
I was just gonna do the GT.
Oh yeah, sure. I think that one's 480 now.
Um,
Let's see.
450 and 410.
No. Oh, and then I must be confused with the Bullet.
Maybe, but
I thought it was higher.
that's still plenty of horsepower, man.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
all right. Back to let's see what else is on the list. I don't care about this thing too much.
Nah.
Here we
I
go.
like the drivetrain though.
Oh
The
yeah, oh yeah, it's kind of weird.
plug-in.
Yeah. This oh man, these things I've seen so many of these things around already. Or well, at
Yeah, I
least
don't really care about
The
these.
RST. I don't care about Jeeps.
Right.
Oh, this thing is cool right here.
This is the next one I wanted to talk about. Was
All right.
the
Bada bing.
500 horsepower almost. It was like 480 something, right?
Yeah, does it say 485 and 475?
Yeah, that's like a Scat Pack Challenger.
Yeah, it is. Probably is the same engine.
I think it is the exact
They
same.
just didn't want to offend the Scat Pack owners probably by calling it Scat Pack.
Yeah,
I always thought
it's
these
pretty
had
cool.
V8s for the longest time, but I guess they only ever had V6s, right? Unless you had the SRT.
No, you can get a C. A C had the V8, so you can get a
Oh,
3
okay.
C. Uh-huh. And they came with the 5.7,
Oh shit, Brembos.
and then later they came with the 6, and then there was an SRT, and basically it went. There was like the top of the line one, which was a V8, and then there was the SRT, which was also
Gotcha.
a V8. It was just like like a Challenger RT and SRT,
Gotcha. Okay.
but there was also a V6.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they still have that shifting knob? I guess
Yeah, I think they do.
the volume knob. That
The
I heard,
interior looks so bad.
it looks very dated.
Yeah.
This is like a last hurrah maybe for this as well.
Yeah. But it's
It,
done, right? I mean, I feel like
I
this is
think
the last
so.
one.
I think we're seeing the last of Dodge's like crazy power cars for like the next 2 or 3 years, and they'll be officially done. Because I think they're
Right.
canceling the Challenger and Charger Hellcats like next year. I think.
That was another car that they had at Detroit was was the new Challenger Charger. I think it was a Charger
It's called.
concept.
It was called like the electric one or the gas powered
Yeah,
one.
the electric one.
Yeah.
That was the other one I wanted to talk about. Was the Charger
Here, let me see if I can find a
uh
picture. What would you call it? Charger EV, I guess.
yeah.
Mm, this thing.
Yeah, that one. Mhm.
Brought to you by Fox News.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This reminds me of the car kind of from the Batman movie that came out so long ago.
I
The
don't
one
know.
with Pattinson, whatever the actor's
Oh,
called.
is that like the Batmobile? Like it's that kind of car?
This thing. Okay, not
Yeah,
brought to you
just get
by.
out of there. Just good images.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
Hmm.
I like the look of it.
I do like it too.
I like the hood.
The
That's
massive
not it,
hood
is it?
bolt.
That's just a Challenger.
Yeah, I think it's just someone like a
Yeah, that's just a Challenger with the. Anyway, I don't know. They're saying it's gonna be fast as hell. I'm
mhm.
sure it's the only way they're gonna sell anything like that because people just don't like. They're either just gonna sell to cops like the normal one,
Right.
you know, or they're gonna have like a top of the line one. But that's like Dodge. That's like Dodge's only appeal, right? Like, is that they make the craziest like road cars or whatever. They just don't
Definitely.
make any sense. So like, I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna have like 800 horsepower, whatever. But I want to know what's gonna happen with that Hurricane inline six engine. Like, where are they gonna put that in?
I
Or is
don't
that just
know.
not gonna happen? Remember that one?
Which one?
It was a Hurricane inline six engine that they were working on. That's what they were
Okay.
calling it.
i6 engine.
Or maybe it's gonna go in the trucks.
Oh, geez, I barely remember this thing.
Really? I feel like they just announced it like a couple of months ago.
I, I vaguely remember it.
I don't
But
know.
anywho,
Probably in the trucks.
yeah,
Probably
maybe
in
like the
big Ram.
fleet.
Yeah.
Here's this Dodge electric one. This looks like one of those. I forget who makes them, but it's like that one guy that made those fully carbon fiber Charger. You know, or what it's called, the Core or something Core.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Kind of reminds me of that, like almost like a Resto mod. It's not a bad looking
Yeah.
front end though.
Yeah. The badge is a little interesting.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, why is it like a some star shape? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Stellantis logo,
I
maybe.
am excited to see more about this car.
Hmm.
Um,
Was what was I gonna say? Was that no? The Ferrari wasn't announced at the Detroit, was it? Or was Ferrari just
no,
gonna?
actually, I wanted to ask you about that one.
I so,
Um,
so
yeah, tell me, tell me.
let me bring up an image of it first. It's called Ferrari Puro Sang. I don't even know how to spell. There we go. I don't particularly like it so far.
No,
Nah,
you're
it's
not convinced.
nah, not yet.
Hmm.
It's like it's one of the. I feel like this is one of those they kind of forced themselves to build it because they saw the potential and money.
Hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you see? Did you see that it had suicide doors?
Yeah, I did.
Hmm. But yeah,
Um,
I'm not a fan of it.
you just don't like the kind of car that they had to build.
I just don't like the fact. I'm not a fan of kind of sporty SUVs to begin with entirely. Like I like, there's a couple I do like, but not a lot of them. But this one is not on the list.
So I have a feeling this is gonna replace the This is the replacement to the GTC.
Oh, the 2+2. Okay.
Right. That's my thinking.
Because Ferrari doesn't want you to call it an SUV. They want you to call it some other stupid name for what they for what they said.
Right, because the other one had the same thing, right? It had V12, four seats. Like, this is their four-seater car.
Right. This could be like a Panamera almost in a sense, or
Well,
is it
it's just
a
like
lot higher?
they're just thinking like it's gonna be the new. That's I don't know. If they had made it like the height of a normal
Hmm.
GT car, like if they had kept everything the same but just bring it down,
Right. Make
bring
it
it
lower.
down to like a height of a normal like GTC or Ferrari FF, that sort of thing, I'd love it. Absolutely love it.
Because I am a big fan of the Lusso. This thing
You
is
like it, right?
I
You
like it
like
in this
it.
color though, not in
Hmm.
these.
So you just don't like the shape
Like like
or the high riding.
right. I just think this car looks like a lot. I think it's maybe let's see. I think I'm a fan of this kind of camback too, a lot more than this kind of
Yeah.
swoopy kind of like no BMW X6 sort of thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of shoulders on cars as well. That's another thing I think as well. This car does it kind of have it?
Yeah, that's
Slight.
got pretty nice shoulders. I'm not gonna lie. I actually really like this car.
Oh,
Stupid as like
it's
the
a
category
yeah.
is, and like I don't really particularly like SUVs.
Okay,
That's not the original.
you're
That's
right.
not the real one. It's there you go.
So these are a little smooth. I'm a bigger fan of like slightly wider, harder shoulders. I think
Sure.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I think
I get
also
it.
it's a lot higher roof too. I think it's another thing I don't like.
It's a bigger car. It's taller
Right.
all around. Like it's
Right.
taller at the wheels, it's taller at the shoulder line, it's taller at the roof line, it's
Hmm.
bigger all around. That's why
Right.
I'm asking, like, would you like it more if it was lowered? Like if they took
Right.
that car and they just made it like they kept the width, they kept the length, but they lowered it down to the height of a Ferrari FF or
I
a
th-
GTC 40.
I think the glass house I'm not a fan of it still.
No.
'Cause like I said, I'm a fan of the camback more than the swoopiness.
Okay.
Like
I
like
really like this car actually. I
okay.
think I don't know, it's like a combination of a lot of things. It's like I like that they didn't make it electric.
Okay. Oh yeah, it has a
Um,
V12.
I like that it's a V12. I like the roof on the Purosang. Like if you go back to the just like that top view that you have
Which
in one of the
one?
lower images.
Oh, sorry.
Right there, that one.
This one?
You can see the top down. Yeah, that one. See the glass?
Yeah, it's, I
That's
guess
a
so.
really nice shape for the roof to like incorporate a glass roof into a car.
Okay.
It's much nicer to me than like what Porsche or Tesla has done.
Oh, they have this. I forgot about that. Right there, little air hole.
Aero bridge, yeah.
Yeah. Or I was say flying
I
buttresses, but
I
that
like
was
that
over
it
here.
looks like a concept a lot.
Okay.
Um, I think the use case scenario, like this car makes a lot more sense to like people
Mm-hmm.
because of like the added utility.
Okay.
Um, I don't think it's as like I think it's much better looking than the Lamborghini. I think it's much better looking than the Bentayga. Um, it's gonna be the best driving out of all of them. I get that you just don't like the category, and I don't really like the category either.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if I had to pick one, this is definitely it. Like as far as like fast SUVs go, um, yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
was
like
gonna,
I would just take
I was gonna
I would
say
just take
this
that Ferrari.
one, the one with the
Well, the
V8.
Trofeo is the trim. You're talking about the Levante.
Oh, is it the Levante? Okay.
Levante is like the medium size. That's like an X5 sized, and then there's a smaller one, and then they're also coming out with the Trofeo, but that one does not. The smaller one is not going to get the V8. It's going to get the
Okay.
V6. Yeah, this is the V8 twin turbo, 500 something horsepower.
Like, wow. Yeah, I think I'm a bigger fan of this Maserati than the Ferrari one, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, but yeah, Ferrari, it's totally, honestly, it's like totally a cash grab in my eyes.
Yeah, it is. I
Mm.
think. I mean, I think they're
Here's a
like a
good.
publicly traded company now, so like they have been, I think, for a few years. So
Okay.
it's like they have to just like make money. Like it's
Keep
not
the
even
shareholders
about
happy.
like, yeah, I don't think it's about like, I think it's kind of like what happened with Porsche 20
Hmm.
years ago.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, "Oh, it's a Porsche. They shouldn't be making an SUV. What? They shouldn't be making a cheap little like water-cooled thing. Like that's not a Porsche." And it's like, "Yeah, no, it's not."
If it wasn't for the Cayenne, they wouldn't be around.
Right, but this is a V12.
Right.
Like this thing has a V12.
Ferrari will
This
always be around regardless, I feel like, if even if they made this thing or not.
I think so. I think they could probably make enough just from like the branding and the
Oh,
popularity and
yeah.
everything that they have going for them.
Merchandise alone.
Yeah. But I, but this is like um I don't know. It's like it's gonna be the lightest one too. It's the lowest. Like in terms of dimensions,
Hmm.
it's lower and wider and longer than the Urus.
What's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it is,
Yeah.
yeah. Because this is based off of Q5 or 6. And
Yeah, and then
that's a big boy.
yeah. Yeah, it's like it comes from that comes from like the Q8. It's the MQB, I think is the or
Okay.
MLB, I don't know. Whenever the big SUV platform, which
Right.
also is like being used in the Bentayga and the Porsche and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
the Ferrari, I think, if anything, I don't think you can say it's like a standalone platform, like it's its own thing. I don't think so. I really think I think you have to look at it as like a successor.
Right.
to like the 612.
But one thing I will say is that thing's gonna probably handle. That's one thing Ferrari does well is their handling. That thing's gonna be nutty around the tracks.
That's what I'm thinking too, because it weighs like 1900 kilograms, which in today's world, it's not that much for
Not at all.
what you're getting.
And I don't know if I misheard. Um, this the Ferrari might have independent rear steer, like each
It does.
wheel. Okay. Yeah, because
Oh,
the
independent?
yeah
Oh, I
each
don't know.
tire can go a different like slightly different angle. I heard it was
Wow.
like the Ferrari F12 or 7 or something.
812, I think, had
A12?
that.
Oh, is it the
Yeah,
A12?
I think the
Okay.
812. Yeah, and then the between that and the four-wheel drive, and the fact that the wheels are like pushed out to the corners, and then it's
Mhm.
lower, like it has the, I can't get over the fact that it has V12 in an
Right.
SUV,
It has the
and
same tranny as the FF and the Lusso as well, right? And where you have a transmission popping out the front of the car for the front wheels.
I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like it's gonna drive awesome. I feel like it's gonna drive probably even better than like a GTC.
Well, here's this. I say I don't like it, and look how much we're talking about it, and how much I kind of know a little bit about it to begin with. So,
Right. Dude, I don't know. I think if there's one that I wanted to drive, like there's one new car that I
mhm.
wanted to drive, like this is near the top of the list. This is basically it.
Okay.
Probably this and the Utopia.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely go for the Utopia.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I don't blame you.
Pagini.
That thing's crazy.
Is that a Las
But
Hurrah car?
I I don't know. I feel like they can just keep making whatever they want.
Well, because
'Cause they
they
make
made like
so
15, I think it was, or 10 of those Zondas for like 15 mil each.
I think they don't really qualify. I don't know if they're like in the same category to like the government as far as like, oh, you're like a car company, so you have to follow the rules. I
Right.
don't know how
They're
that
such a
works. Maybe.
small mark.
Yeah, because before, like way back, there was like a thing for the carb and like the cafe rules
Mhm.
where like, they made the Aston Martin Signet, right? Because
They had
because they
to.
needed to get the fleet average miles per gallon up, right?
Hmm.
Um, Ferrari had Fiat, so they were good. But I think Ferrari was under like a specific thing where they couldn't make more than like 10,000 cars per year.
Okay.
I don't know if that still holds, but that was like the thing, was like they couldn't make more than a certain number before they were like treated differently, as like they were under different
Like
requirements.
more like a mass manufacturer or something.
And I have a feeling that Pagani makes what, like 15 cars a year?
Yeah, it has to be no more than 20.
Right. So I think they could probably just keep getting away with it.
They introduce one new variant every 2 years, kind of thing, or once a year.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
I think maybe
It's like
back then,
Koenigsegg.
I think when they were finishing off the Zonda and transitioning into the Wyra, there was like this sense of like this is progress. The Wyra is just the first step in this new direction, and
Hmm.
you might not like it, but this is the direction that cars are headed in.
Right.
And I feel like that was like the consensus back then, because people were looking for anything to get that like crazy performance. Because before the Wyra came around, before the Veyron, I mean the
Hmm.
Veyron was really the game changer,
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely.
Everyone was like, wait, now we need to go up to 2 million, 3 million, $5 million, and it needs to have at least 1,000 horsepower.
Bugatti has changed. Like you said, it changed the entire game. It changed the game in the sense of performance and figures and luxury and price and just
Absolutely,
everything.
right?
Yeah.
It was like just the most influential
It's like
out of all of them
yeah.
in that price range, in that sort of like
It was
hyper
another
personal.
McLaren
It
F1.
was like McLaren. I'd say it was more influential
Hmm. Well,
than
cars are a
McLaren.
bigger deal now back than they were back then. So, at least to
Yeah, they
me.
like they completely unleashed this new market that wasn't even a thing. Like
Right.
before the Veyron, it was like
A car
the
here.
only cars that were costing 1 million were classic Mercedes and Ferraris.
Right. Like
That
like
was
60s and under. The
yeah, like yeah,
1960s.
vintage, yeah.
Yeah.
and then the Veyron came and it was like, oh no, this is a market that people are willing to pay anything,
The
anything
the
for
rich and
like
dumb that want to be flashy.
crazy McLaren or the new crazy Lamborghini, and all these companies just doubled down on it. But
Hmm.
I feel like when it first came out, other car companies were like trying to get that same level of performance
Hmm.
because it was such a big numbers car. Like it was all about the top speed, the horsepower, the acceleration.
Right. It's just a
That was like
measuring
part of
contest.
the mystique, right?
Hmm.
But yeah, and then the Wire, I feel like Pagani was trying to keep up with that to try to kind of like keep that throne in that space. But
Right.
like they just weren't, right? They just never were the fastest car.
No, they were. You bought them more as like an art piece kind of thing. Like you bought them for either the looks or the sound. That's one of the two.
Hmm.
Back at least back when they had the naturally aspirated V12.
So I think the Utopia is kind of like a U-turn,
Hmm.
a bit of like a course correction for what the Wyra was.
Yeah, the Wyra. I'm
Like
not
the
a fan of
Wyra
the
was
Wyra
built,
at all.
I think the Wyra was made under like I don't know, just a different. It was made in a different time,
Definitely.
and and I think we're.
Like here's a good comparison. Look at this compared to that.
Mhm. Do you like the
Huge.
Utopia?
Um, I like certain aspects of it. Like I like the fact that they I like where's that picture I was looking at? Second ago, this right here. I like this the roof, these air intakes, some of the modifications they did to the bodywork. The headlights are a little kind of buggy looking to me. I'm not a fan of them. The back is nice too, if I can find a picture. Like I'm a fan of like this openness right here.
Oh yeah, that is
Hmm.
nice.
Right.
Like around the exhaust.
And the taillights too.
Yeah, that is nice.
Hmm. Oh, I never noticed this right here. This little like where air comes out, I guess, from the front.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of it?
I like the details and I like the general shape of the car. Like there's one photo, um, where I don't know if I'll be able to find it right now, but there's one photo where like you just see the shape, like the real kind of like if you were to grab the car as like a toy car and you're like, this is what it would feel like. You can really kind of grasp the
From the top
real
down,
shape of it, portions of it, and
like this maybe, or
no, it was a different image. It
oh,
wasn't
okay,
top down. What I'm saying is like you could really kind of get a sense of like this, like the volume and the proportions and like the space that it took up. And
gotcha.
when I saw that image, I was just kind of like, oh, that is a really nice shape.
Right. Oh,
And
it has a 6 speed
details,
too.
yeah, that's a big deal.
Hmm.
And the details, like all like the like it's like everything is like an ornament, right? Like the
Hmm.
lights, everything is kind of floating as well. Like not just the shifter, but even like the front fog lights and even the tail lights are like floating in the like there's all these details that are just kind of like you're not really sure how it's put together, right?
Right.
That is cool. That is really cool. I just think it's like way too extravagant for me.
Right.
Like I just wouldn't want this sort of like I don't know, it's just too flashy and shit. Like I would never
Are you a fan of the Spiker interior?
just for the same reason that I like this car.
Because it's kind of
That I like
unique in
that I
design.
like the details, I like some of the special touches, but
Hmm.
like seeing it all together, it's a bit much. It's kind of like one of
Gotcha.
those like it's like if someone were to like make a painting or a drawing oh okay, this guy's name is sorry, can you look up this guy? Stephen with a PH, Stephen Wiltshire. I think that's his name.
Will
T no Wilt.
Wilt Wilshire?
That yeah,
Okay.
Wiltshire. Yeah,
Wilshire. I'm
I like this
American.
guy.
What did I look up his pictures or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His artwork. It's like
Oh,
you
this
look
guy
at
that he
it.
memorizes towns and draws them. I've seen this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you look at it and you look at the details and you're like, wow, that's really cool. But
Yeah,
like when you step away and the whole thing is just too much to look at.
right. It's like you get overwhelmed.
That's how I feel about the Pagani.
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I feel. That's just what it makes me feel like.
Just too. It's too busy.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like a little bit more restraint in the
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's the time.
Time. Okay.
I mean, as much as I like the build quality and I like what they do and everything, like I can admire it.
Okay.
I definitely admire it. One of my favorite things about it is how you can see those four gauges in the dashboard from the outside of the car.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, let's see if you can find just a quick image of it from the back, from the outside of the car. It's a really cool touch. But again,
Um.
it's like it's all just too much, and I kind of like a little bit more restraint in
Oh, you
like
can right here. Yeah, you're right.
car design. Yeah. I just wish they'd kind of like dialed it down a little bit, to be honest.
Gotcha. This reminds me of it's one of the Chevys, the Bolt or Volt. That same thing, you know. You kind of like the Prius has that camback glass window. You can see this the center light.
Oh yeah. I think that's just the cool touch.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm just not the intended audience, so what does it matter?
Oh, definitely.
Um, I was gonna say, was there another new car? Those were kind of the big ones, right? I
Um,
think there was like another one that was kind of big. Oh, the Maserati Gran Turismo.
let's see. Maserati Gran Turismo.
So they're keeping the chassis. So like
Should I
I
type in
think they call it
2022 or
like 2023, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's like the same chassis. That one right there. 2023 Gran
oh,
Turismo
okay, yeah.
V6. Yeah, but it's the same. So it's a twin turbo V6 now instead of an NA V8.
Okay. That's
But
not
you can
bad
tell it's like
looking.
the same car.
It looks
Right?
well this right here looks a lot like the MC20 or whatever it's called.
That's like their new face. Yeah, the Grecale SUV has the same front end, but it's like the
Gotcha.
same car that they've been making for 15 years.
Oh jeez.
Do you see that? Like, do you see the rear, the like the
Yeah,
greenhouse and the
right here.
doors
Yeah, this looks like like basically from here back it looks like the one that
between the wheels, right? It's like the same car.
yeah.
And then that car, the original Gran Turismo from 2007, is based off the Quattroporte from the first the first of the new
So
Quattroportes, like an oh 04, oh 03 Quattroporte.
2000 or 2000 oh god 2003 quattro what's one word porte I think it says that how you spell it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that coupe is based off of this.
Yes.
Oh geez, that's
So it goes back.
geez, that's an old ass chassis.
Yeah, it goes way back. I wonder if this even goes farther back though.
Oh yeah, it could that car could be based off something else too, or like halfway based, like subframes or who knows what.
Yeah, so the five. I guess that's the Quattroporte five. I always forget the numbers.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
But trying to think, was it anything
Anyway,
else announced?
no, just the fact that that car was either going to be twin turbo V6 or EV,
Oh, okay.
and that they're going to make basically everything is moving to electric. So um they're not going to be like making any other like V6s or V8s. I don't think after this.
Oh, wow, they're done.
I think so. There's another one. Are you uploading images? I
Yeah,
keep hearing a little.
yeah. The pictures of
Okay.
the weeks. I won't do all of them. I'll do a handful.
Okay. The other one is the Lamborghini today. I think today just unveiled the you know how like WEC Le Mans is doing like the prototype category?
Okay,
They just unveiled their car for that.
what's that called?
I don't know. I just saw like the specs and they're talking about how it's going to be twin turbo V8 hybrid. So
Okay,
I'm thinking Urus engine, which is just like Audi RS Q8
yeah.
engine.
Okay,
Yeah, twin turbo V8, and then maybe that there's like some. people are thinking that the next Huracan is just gonna be twin turbo V8.
No shit.
Yeah, no more V10. But I don't know. That's all like.
Oh,
But the
I did hear about that
the,
actually about the Huracan. Yeah.
but yeah, the prototype is like. Let me see if I can find an image of it.
Let's see. While you do that, I'll bring up. I guess cars I saw this week.
With that.
Say again.
Oh, nice. Little like, with like a Ford or something.
Yeah, like a Model A or something.
Uh-huh.
And then I think you'll appreciate this one. I'll try and be quick with these. I haven't seen this color ever on this
that
car.
helped.
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
it was interesting. I think you'll particularly enjoy this one.
Oh hell yeah!
I think these are off of like a Nissan or something. I don't know.
I don't know what those wheels are from.
And then you see he has a diffuser as well.
That's nice.
And then he's like going through different dimensions, tearing realities.
This is like straight out of like Need for Speed Underground.
You're right. Something I would maybe. And I was
Yeah.
I was in Gilroy over the weekend, and have you seen what the security? This is what the security rides around and on the streets too. Like they have disc
Oh.
brakes. They have disc brakes or through wheelers and everything.
What the hell is it quick?
It probably go like 30, 40 miles an hour, I'd say.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, exactly. And you're standing up on this. You're not kneeling, so you have all that high weight.
I'm just thinking of like the Reliant Robin episode in,
Every just tipping over.
Top Gear. As soon as he turns, he just tips over.
Mhm.
Oh
So-
jeez.
Yeah, this was over by after the Golden Gate Bridge, Bella
Oh.
Vista. This one's for you. This was at San Francisco.
Ooh, nice. An old Celica.
I was actually talking about the supercharged element. No.
Oh, yeah, nice. You got 2 for 1.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an old Celica. And this thing is in really good condition too, actually.
Yeah, it is really nice.
You know, it's San Francisco when the curves are all blacked out and everyone's wheels are pointing toward downhill.
Yeah. Definitely.
One of the few Toyota BRZ cars I liked was this version for some reason. I've always liked this version. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like the TRD edition or something like that. I don't know, but I've always liked like this part right here reminds me of the Ferrari TDF. I think maybe that's why I like it.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you
I've al-
think I think it's one of those Scion series, whatever. Remember how they had the series 1.0, 2.0, 3.0?
Maybe could be.
I think it's one of those.
About a week or so ago, I was on the way to San Francisco and I saw an entire convoy of old Chevys. Like you can see, down the highway, like a bunch of old Chevys. They were on their way to like some car show or something. This one has side exhaust, I think.
You know, I think I must have driven up and down to like the 5 freeway. This was
Mhm.
5, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, dude. And like more than once, like a couple times I saw this shit too. I saw like 50 C10s.
Yeah, and I was going northbound. This was like on the way to like Sacramento.
Mm,
This is kind of cool. This is like beat up, but it's cool looking
that's a cool
truck.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a convertible. This is like a Blazer, I think.
Oh, nice.
And then let's see what else. Sacramento Ghetto Adventures, This one will make you laugh, I think.
Uh-huh. Oh, damn. Look at that angle.
Yeah, if he goes anything more than like 60, he's gonna lose. This front end's gonna come off the ground,
I
or
was gonna say, that must be like
like an air brake.
or gas mileage, right?
Mm-hmm. I just noticed a Lexus behind it.
The Lex, like LX, whatever, Land Cruiser thing.
Yeah, that thingy. And then
Nice.
my final car, a Celica.
Oh, sweet. Celica? Oh, shit. Look at that.
Yeah, you have these racing stripes over here. You got the Plasti Dip two-tone rims with the racing stripes and a different color bumper. Looks like someone spray painted with a bottle, I think maybe, and the off-road wing, or Oh, yes. Oh, he has a two tone roof. Okay, or two tone color. Okay.
I wonder if he has NOS.
He has a heavy foot, so I don't know.
You know what? I thought about putting nitrous on my car for a while.
Like what, like 20 shot?
Yeah, I don't think my clutch or tires would do as much. But I just like,
Shoot to
you know,
9,000, but not go any faster.
I just think it's like a good it's a good power adder for like a daily car. I don't know why. I want to try it as
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, here's the new.
Confirmed choices, whatever. Oh, this is totally like the Sion or whatever they call it, the front end.
Yeah,
Oh, the thing
I think
looks
it looks like the
cool.
Terso Millennium thing.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the fact that a
Uh,
lot of manufacturers get into this category of like almost like the GT1 from back in the day.
yeah, a lot. Did you see that prototype I sent you on Instagram? It's a Bike Hollies Racing, which Bike Hollies Racing is like they're like an LMP1, LMP2
Oh
racing
yeah,
team,
I'm looking at it now. Yep.
and they're taking one and they're gonna make a road car version of it
Okay.
so that they can compete in the prototype category.
Here, I sent it to myself here.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, that thing is nice. I'm not a fan of this duck bill looking thing here, but
No, but you know that this thing is gonna be like in
oh, you know what? This looks like the Peugeot,
yeah, a little bit.
the 9X or 90X or whatever it's called, or I don't even know.
This is gonna be like in a video 20 years from now where it's like seven road legal race cars you'd never heard
Yeah,
of.
on Mojo.com or
Yeah, like whatever
Mojo,
fucking
those countdown videos.
Vizio Racer or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And today we have this car.
I love that guy.
That's right. Yeah, that thing is nutty looking.
hmm
I always like these like extra lights they add to these race cars, like where this would be, I guess,
Yeah, that'd be cool if they added it to the.
like fog lights.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I said, I love the fact that a lot of manufacturers are getting into like this GT or what's it called? Oh, LMH, I guess.
LMH or LMDH,
Okay, yeah.
which I know I've read about it. I think you and I read about it together, and I still don't remember exactly what the differences are.
One, I think
But they're
isn't one
pretty
like
compatible.
Daytona and one isn't or something like that?
They're pretty compatible, like cross
Right.
compatible.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, there are some differences. I just don't remember. I think it has mostly to do with costs and um, I don't remember what else.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'd have to read about it again. But yeah, a lot. Cadillac, I think, is getting in on it. Um, I know Aston Martin tried and they bailed.
Okay.
Yeah, they were gonna do the Valkyrie.
No shit.
The
Oh,
Valkyrie would have been a great car for that.
they're not putting the Valkyrie's only a street car now.
I think so.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, and then Toyota was gonna do the GR Super Sport thing, but I think that's canceled too.
No shit. Okay. I was kind of looking forward to
Yeah,
seeing that car go around.
me too. Um, there is the Porsche, that cool look, like that weird Porsche
Oh
with
yeah,
square headlights.
yeah, yeah.
There's the BMW. There's
Lamborghini.
Fiespe, and now Lamborghini.
Is Ferrari doing
Um,
anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. But yeah, I mean it's exciting. It's gonna happen next
Definitely,
season.
yeah. Well, assuming they don't, quit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, competitive debut 2024. So a couple
oh,
years.
also, isn't Audi doing it too?
Are they?
Or
Probably.
no, I'm thinking of Audi. They were gonna do, or Porsche and Audi were both gonna do Formula One, but I think one of them pulled out recently or quit, or they.
Porsche, I think
Okay.
didn't want to move forward with it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
No, I
cool
don't.
thing about that, well, kind of neat to me that Porsche and Audi were gonna be independent from one another as well, too, like their own engine tuning and all that crap.
hmm
I was like, it makes sense, I guess, if they really want to be, unique and not share, trade secrets or whatever, and people would complain about, or the other
hmm
teams. I mean, definitely something to look forward to. Well, at least one of them.
Yeah. At least a couple of them.
Hmm.
Uh, like Audi, I think for F1 is probably gonna happen.
Right.
But yeah, I know Porsche. I hope Porsche at least gets into. I mean, they're gonna do the LMH thing, so that's good.
Hmm.
Have you seen the BMW
For F1?
LMH?
Oh no, let's see.
No.
BMW LMH. Oh, I think it has like a bunch of cars painted on it, right? I think.
Um,
It looked like it had a bunch of cars' headlights on it, I think.
it has like, is that what it is on the side? I can't
Oh,
really tell.
nothing's coming up. Let me try Googs really quick instead.
You can just search like 2024 BMW
2020
WEC or something.
W what? EC?
WEC? Yeah.
Because I thought it was a car that had like a bunch of like other historic race cars like kind of painted onto it. Watch, like let me show you. Watch, where's a good image? If you look at this picture here,
Yeah.
hold on.
Is that what that is?
Oh, God, where's a good picture? I thought it was supposed to have like a bunch of other cars painted onto it.
I don't
Like you
know.
see right here, you can see an old BMW here, like the kidneys right there.
Oh yeah, it does have
Yeah,
like almost like a 2002 or something.
yeah.
I just thought the front grills were crazy looking.
Oh, like right here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
And
that's.
headlights.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know Peugeot has a new car, but I don't know if that's gonna be useful in the next series or if that's because I think that's competing already. So I don't know if that's gonna be still used in the following.
Oh, here's another kidney right here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I saw that like right away. Like they're painting other cars. This
that's
might.
cool. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just I noticed that right away. I was like, oh, there's a bunch of other cars slapped on there.
Yeah,
All right, you want to call it?
yeah. Let's call it.
All right. Bye bye.